Surprise! I just decided to randomly go live on this new moon. I'm going to give some time for people to come in. I hope I hope that you guys can hear me. Okay. I'll be doing some cleansing in the meantime. Okay. I know it's a little bit special because I haven't announced this live. I've just been receiving such good feedback from you guys. Hi! Hi, someone. Hey! We're just waiting for people to tune in because this is a surprise event. I didn't announce it. Hi, Sarah. Hey, I'm so happy you guys are here. I'm doing some cleansing of the space. Yeah. So happy that you guys are here. You guys like the full moons. You like moments when I just hang out with you. So I decided we should be doing new moon lives as well. Yeah? Let me know if you enjoy this idea. So we can hang out for about an hour, more or less. We always go over that. But yeah, we should be doing this for new moons as well as full moons. I don't know. Not sure if I'll be able to tune in every time because you guys know I like to travel. And as you know as well, my life can be quite intense spontaneously overnight. Hi, Nemosin Muses. Hi. Hey, guys. But I'll do my best. I'll do my best to show up and be here for you every new moon and full moon. Deal? And you guys can let me know if you enjoy these lives and you can let me know what topics you feel like we can discuss. I mean, today's new moon is in beautiful Cancer. The sun and the moon are making love in the sky. This is what happens every time when we have a new moon. Babies born on this day have a sun conjunct moon energy, which makes them very independent, and they are usually born with quite unified parents. Like their parents are a unit that tend to be constantly around them. I've read somewhere that babies born with sun conjunct the moon are also most likely the only babies in the family, or they're usually seen as the most important, significant children. And yeah, they're independent people. They struggle to be in relationships because they're always like, I'm gonna do my own thing, you know? Fascinating thing. I mentioned on Instagram, I don't know if you guys follow me on Instagram, maybe you do, but I had a dream last night. Last night, 24th of June, we celebrate here in Romania something called Sânzienele, Drăgaica and Sânzienele. And this is kind of like a fairy folk celebration. The Sânziene were considered to be like fairy women. The zână in Romanian folklore is considered to be this utmost beautiful symbol of femininity and youthfulness, and she's kind of like a little bit magical as well. Yeah, like a fairy. And the thing is that if you piss off the fairy folk, they turn into baddies, and the baddies are called yelele. And there's a really wonderful song. It's a really powerful, gorgeous song by Irina Rimes. She's a Moldavian singer who's very popular here in Romania as well. And she has a song called Yelele, and I highly recommend that you guys go and listen to it because it's so cool. Anyway, so the Sânziene, they're very nice, they grant you wishes, and it is said that if you fall asleep with a little bit of basil under your pillow on the 24th of June, you may dream of your soulmate. Yeah, you may see the face of your beloved and finally know who this person is. And I fell asleep yesterday because I was so tired. I think I got a little bit of a heat stroke. I went to the dentist and came back home. And on my way to the dentist, the sun was beating so brightly, it was so hard to breathe, that I came home completely depleted of energy and I just rolled into bed. And I slept until this morning. And I dreamt of my beloved. I know exactly who he is. I met him 2 years ago. And unfortunately, he appeared in my dream entertaining other women. And I was just passively watching him date and kiss other women. Yeah. Yeah, and I was joking on Instagram that I should have actually made a note to our fairy folk. It's like, you guys can stop taking the piss, right? You may just like give me some exclusive dream rights. At least in my dreams, I can have him, you know? Like, why are you being so cruel to me? And I kept thinking, if I pissed them off yesterday, if I did something like, I don't know, clean the house or flush the toilet, that may have turned them into the baddies, and the baddies gave me this dream as revenge. But I don't think it's that easy. I think you have to do something really awful in order to really piss them off. And as you guys know, I love fairy folk. I'm basically surrounded by fairy folk imagery everywhere. And yeah, that was my story. Let me know your stories. Did you have interesting dreams last night? Are you feeling sleepy in this period? Are you having any issues with the parts of the body that are ruled by cancer? And this is the chest, the stomach, well, a little bit like that part, like the part right underneath our rib cage. Do you call that the duodenum? I don't know. I'm not. As you guys know, I'm not a medic, so I don't know exactly. Everything that I remember about the body is what I studied in primary school, and that was a long time ago. I did discover something delicious. I'm just gonna put my candle over here. I started, hi ACR, hi Ashley, hi Akansha Tomar. Hey guys, I'm so happy you're here. Hi Social Talking. Hey, I see the usual crew is here. I'm so happy you guys are here. You always bring me a lot of joy. I hope that these lives give you joy as well, that, I don't know, you extract something from them. Um, I can give you a recipe. Hi, hi, Chris Dendo. Yeah, yeah, you guys spam me in the chat with comments about your dreams, okay? Maybe it will inspire a pick a card reading related to your dreams. But in the meanwhile, I want to show you my drink of choice in this period, which you can't really see all the elements in here, but basically mint leaves with lime and rose syrup. Mwah! It's a delicious drink. It's refreshing but sweet, but also a little bit tangy or tangy. Uh, Never knew exactly how to pronounce that word. And I can't stop drinking it. I randomly played with flavors 2 days ago, yeah, around midsummer. And yeah, I can't stop drinking it. It's delicious. And it's also like the air in my home at the moment is quite dry. Like I frequently wake up coughing. So I was thinking of like finding ways to introduce more herbal teas in my everyday diet, and maybe even get a humidifier. That might really help. Very fitting to a Saturn and Aries conjunct Neptune and Aries energy. This house lacks the water element. So I try to introduce plants and I try to water them regularly. I try to put mirrors because mirrors represent yin energy. You know, bright colors in a household represent yang, masculine energy. Like, for example, this blanket is very yang. And I need like the, how do you call that? The table cover. The table cover that is dark, that's very yin to balance out the yang. I think I read it in a Feng Shui Your House or Your Space book at some point. Anyway, I want to give a great big shout out to Elisa and also to Carolyn because they have sent me two gorgeous new decks, which I will put them into your service. They arrived a couple of days, like throughout last week. So we have here the Wisdom of the Wild Things Oracle, which is such a weird deck. I mean, I've never seen illustrations like this one. I think that Eva Boneva has such a unique style of drawing, and she basically created these characters out of scratch. And then we have the Witch's Shadow Work Oracle. This is part of the whole, or it looks like, because of the decorations, the Seasons of the Witch Oracle deck. If you guys know, I have almost the entire collection, and this is a wonderful addition. I have been thinking about doing another shadow work pick a card reading. You guys responded so beautifully to these readings. I think I stumbled upon a post on Reddit Out of all the places on the internet, I ended up on a Reddit forum, and there was somebody talking about my channel there because I think I randomly Googled myself once to see what comes up when some people told me that some people were stealing were using the logo of the Spiritual Social to try to ask you guys for readings. I would never do that, by the way, so please never, never, never try to book a reading when you see that somebody pretending to be me is asking you directly and pestering you to book a reading. I always allow people to come to me. I feel that if I'm doing my job well, I attract. If not, that's it. I don't earn a living. And yeah, it's never good to pester people. When you're on a spiritual journey, everything needs to fit at the right timing, and the right timing is not really decided by you, it's decided by the divine. And there are certain periods when you attract more people and certain periods when you attract less people because you are needing to learn a specific lesson. You need to integrate something about prosperity and about your energy. So I would never chase you guys for readings, okay? So that to the side, coming back to the Reddit poster, there was somebody who said on that Reddit post that the Spiritual Social's shadow work reading really helped me. And I took that to heart. It was one of the best compliments ever. So if you feel like you need some support, please revisit the shadow work readings I've created already. But just so you know, we have fresh ammunition. So I can create more beautiful readings for you guys. The only problem is that I have very fluctuating energy levels. Hi JG, hi Mystical High Priestess. Thank you guys for being here. So I have fluctuating energy levels. Does this happen to you as well in this period? I was reading up on Pluto. As you guys know, I can't stop shutting up about it. Pluto is transiting in my fourth house. It's a really massive transit because it is going through an angular house. And when Pluto crosses the first, the fourth, the seventh, and the 10th, big things happen in life like deaths and births. And you buy a home, you lose a husband, you lose a father, you lose a mother, you gain a husband, you get pregnant, you go through surgery, big things. Your business gets demolished, you get on a different career path depending on where Pluto is transiting, but it's big life events. So I was reading about how to handle this energy, and because Pluto is in the fourth house, the private house, the house of the moon, the house of Cancer, actually, um, my energy is like the moon at the moment. I go through periods when I'm like renewing, and I feel like sleeping and just not doing anything. And I go through periods when like the moon is full and I feel like super energetic, and I just feel like now we're gonna film everything, now we're gonna do everything, It's a bit manic. I'm not accustomed to this kind of energy. When Pluto was in Capricorn, it was in a beautiful trine to my Mars and Taurus. So I would get up and work and everything. I would get the job done. It was like free flowing energy between my power and my capacity to act. And now Pluto in Aquarius is squaring my Mars and Taurus. So I get up and I'm like, I have a ton of ideas. I have no energy to do them. I sit down to work. My neighbors start hitting everything. There's a person outside with a lawnmower. There's somebody knocking on my door. My mother is calling me. I have to deal with all that crap. And then I come back. I'm already frazzled. I'm already super tired from interacting with all of these external events. Then I feel like sleeping. I sleep. I wake up. I continue to be tired. It's just, oh my God. And I have to find a way to organize my energy, to find a schedule within all this mess. And the way to do it is not to force my way through it, but to flow with the vibe, to flow with the energy of the moon. At least this is what I understand. And at least this is what Jeffrey Wolf Green has been telling me. Because I've been reading his book Pluto and the Evolutionary Journey of the Soul. Yeah, and Stephen Forrest has the book of Pluto. Really good, really helpful. Unbelievably intelligent and insightful people. And Liz Green as well. I've been reading a lot of Liz Green, Astrology for Relationships, because on my astrology channel, The Spiritual Cosmos, please head on over there, guys. I am obsessed with relationship astrology. I'm doing a lot of synastry chart analysis. Famous celebrity couples. I'm preparing one for Dua Lipa and Callum Turner, and I created one for Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber, and yeah, George Clooney and Amal. Go and have a look, because there's gonna be plenty more coming. Coming back to this energy, you guys know I love to speak on a tangent. Let's have a look at your comments and let's see what you guys are saying. JG is saying, yes, it happens to me all the time. Every change or no change hits me so hard and I feel it a lot. You and I, both from 87, have a lot of similarities, even though I'm a Capricorn sun and you are a Pisces. Yes, we are, I think we are rabbits, or if you're a Capricorn, you may be tiger. Mystical High Priestess, yes, I've been feeling the energy shifts a lot more recently. If it helps, focus on grounding, having your basic needs met, and some self care. Yes, yeah. The only problem is I spend so much time in self care, I get tired and then I fall asleep. That's the problem, you know? Or like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, I just want to stretch and go outside on a blanket to look at the water in the park, the boats, the ducks, because I have a park nearby. And then I'm like, yeah, but if I'm in a park enjoying myself, who's doing the work, right? So I'm struggling. I'm struggling at the moment to understand when to work, how to work, especially because, as I said, it's very hard for me to wake up and just begin working because I get interrupted by so many things. Like, for example, I know that it's hard for me to work in between 5 and 9 p.m. because that's when the children of my neighbors come home after work or after wherever they go and they start trampling with their feet. And I know that in the morning, there's the guy with the lawnmower. There are children screaming. Sometimes there are sermons from the church right in front of my house. So I have to schedule in external stress and I have to work around this external stress. And I have to learn their schedule so I can impose my own. Like, yeah, anyway. I don't know. The environment is exhausting me at the moment, to be honest. I, I keep looking back at how I used to work in 2020 and 2021. And yeah, there were minor stressors, but I've never felt so overwhelmed by the environment. Like even, I don't know, even breathing feels difficult, you know, at certain points of the day. And I think this is Pluto and Aquarius. This is global heating, you know. There are so many wars going on in the world at the moment. Of course, it's difficult to exist in the world when there's so much pollution due to the conflicts, due to the bombs, due to the conflagration. So, yeah. Anyway, coming back, why are my dreams so strangely? Because of the moon? Yes, definitely. And also, I think Neptune in Aries has something to do with this. Um, because Neptune switched signs recently, and when Neptune switches from one constellation to another, it usually takes about a long period of time, like about a year, for its full energy to be unleashed in the collective. So, right now, it's just we are getting tentatives. Uh, how should I put it into words? Because I feel like I'm using big words when I could say it more simple. Uh, we're using like just, we're getting like a small pinch, a small glimpse of how this energy is working. On some level, Neptune in Aries, it's about the glorification of war, dreams of war, fantasies of being the hero, you know, or the heroine. Um, in other ways, it is about fighting with yourself and losing the battle each time. Because the instinct of conflict that Mars energy brings, is turned upon itself when Neptune is there. Neptune is the martyr, the victim, Mars is the warrior. So, a lot of issues related to how I have to fight for survival in a world that is cruel and full of conflicts. Oh, poor little me. So, whenever you find yourself in this mentality, try to kind of put some cold water on your face, you know, and snap out of it, because you're not a victim, you're not a warrior, you are a person in the world trying to get by just like all of us are, you know. I'm going to be talking more about Neptune in Aries as soon as I finish polishing up my notes. As I said, I have so many ideas, but it's hard for me to organize them. I will get there. I will get there, okay? I am nothing if not determined. Swaron fangirl. Hi Lexi, lots of love from India. Hey guys. Let's pull some cards, yeah? I think we are 20 minutes into this live, so let's pull some cards. I just want to just thank you guys for being here. Yeah, I just love you. I hope you know that, yeah? Dreamcatcher. Just focus and manifest by asserting it today that it will sleep peaceful, that you will sleep peacefully. No one will disturb me because I am to experience. Uh-huh. It's been really helping me as well, falling asleep with affirmations of self-love and prosperity. Like whenever I want to tune out the external noise, I just put my headphones on and I sleep with them. And I have these affirmations repeating themselves in my mind. So unconsciously, I am being reprogrammed, and I wake up in the morning and I usually have good realizations. I feel more balanced. I feel a bit more relaxed. I don't let the noise of the exterior, like this police alarm right now, of course, it had to happen during my life, but I don't let them affect me so much. And then you can always think, but at the same time, there will never be perfect conditions of stillness and quiet. So what am I actually looking for? Uh, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with things being quiet and still lately. So I have to think about that. Have to think about why do you want certain things? Why are we so obsessed with getting certain things? But yeah, sure. It would be nice to have some peace and quiet. Okay, so I'm going to be using the Healing Waters Oracle from Rebecca Campbell. I haven't started pulling out the cards. I'm just going to pull some collective messages, okay, S? So keep that question just a little while. I just want to pull some collective cards. So for the Healing Waters Oracle, what do people need to know at the moment? What does the collective need to know? Okay, so we got, wow, the pink dolphin. Celebration, fun, unbridled joy, open heart. This is so strange because I feel like this energy is so different to what is going on in the world at the moment. I'm not sure why the tarot and the oracle cards have been so positive lately when we are seeing so much change and so much, well, basically destruction, right? If you see what's going on with all the conflicts in the world. So at the same time, it feels like maybe we're not on the same wavelength yet. We need to jump into this new reality. And I do believe that this is why there are so many conflicts, because people tend to be very reactive when they feel a wave of change. They get afraid, they react impulsively, they create drama instead of just patiently allowing these changes to happen and just going with the flow of these changes. So the pink dolphin, this is really interesting. Let me read you the deeper message because I feel like this is important for us to know right now. What is going on here with this pink dolphin? It would be nice though. It would be nice to have a t-shirt with a pink dolphin or a cap or something. So, the Amazon River dolphin, also known as the pink dolphin because of its unique pinkish coloring, is an endangered marine mammal that lives in the freshwaters of the Amazon and Orinoco River basins in South America. Deeply revered, it's the subject of many local myths and legends. In one, it's said that if you go swimming alone, the pink dolphins may transport you to the magical underwater city of Encante. To be near dolphins is to experience a whole new level of play and joy. This is a card of welcoming more joy into your life, to opening your heart and mind to new experiences and prioritizing happiness and fun, prioritizing play and taking time off from the monotony of our everyday lives, to play like a child without being attached to the outcome. How can you welcome more joy in your life? What can you do just for fun? Okay. So have more fun, collective. If you've been stressed out or worried, have more fun. I genuinely wish I had more energy for fun. I was thinking about putting on my roller skates and just going into the park. Maybe I'll find the strength and the energy to go and do it, you know? To go and do it tonight or maybe tomorrow. But it's a really wonderful sentiment, right? Pink dolphins for the win. Pink dolphins unite. Now I want to pull another card from the Seasons of the Witch Lamas. I constantly feel the need to say Llamas Oracle because I'm reading it as a Spanish person would, so I have to refrain myself. CR is saying that things have gotten better when she learned to just let go. Yes, I completely agree. Remember, guys, we are in a North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo energy, yeah? Sarah, yeah, just taking a walk to the park felt so calming for me today. Completely, completely. I love the ground. I love the feeling of being barefoot on the ground. My dreams are very profiting about me and my loved ones. Good. Sometimes your dreams could be predicting the future. My dreams definitely predict the future. Not all of them, a couple of them. Today I'm drinking Ors or electrolytic juice. Oh yeah, I've been taking some effervescent tablets. I think they're called Litorsal. I don't know, they're like a medical thing just to make sure that you're properly hydrated. JG, I have a North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. Natally. Ooh, wow. Okay, so your whole lifetime is about releasing and letting go. So, this is the guidance from the witches, okay? The witches of Lamas. So we have here prayers to the earth. Become present with the blessings of what you already have. May gratitude fill your heart. Wow, guys. Yeah, so be happy and thankful for what you have. Don't wish for more. Now is not the time for more. It is the time to maintain what we already have. What a beautiful card. Wow, okay. Let me read you the deeper meaning. I feel like, we should dive deeper into these messages. I have to say, guys, overall, I'm really digging this new moon energy that we have on the live. I feel like whenever I do the full moon lives, I'm a little bit all over the place because the energy is so intense. But like the new moon energy is a bit more, it's a bit more homey, it's a bit more settled. Wendy, hello. I'm thankful and grateful for you too. Hi, Apurva. So we are just reading deeper the message. For those of you who joined us later, we're just diving a little bit deeper into this message. Jigisha, hey, hi. Yes, I'm live. It's a surprise. I just thought of reinstating, or rather starting, not reinstating, because we didn't have them before, but like just starting new moon lives so that we can have new moons and full moon lives. And let's just see, 34. Okay, so this is the message of this card. Many, if not all of the practices for all of the Sabbats are born out of a deep gratitude for another day of life, another morsel to eat, or shelter from the rain. These celebrations were moments to pause, reflect, and express sincere thanks for all the blessings, grand or small. In today's world, however, it's so easy to get swept away by the desire for more without taking the time to acknowledge all that you already have. Yeah, it's kind of like, I'm not going to say anything, but yeah. We see what's going on with politics and with a certain nation that wants all the other nations to pay up to it right now. Anyway, coming back. From the breath in your lungs to the shoes on your feet, there is always something to give thanks for. You are being called to shift your focus from what may be lacking or incomplete and direct your attention to everything that is already present in your life. Open your heart and let gratitude fill in any empty spaces or feelings of lack. The more time spent in gratitude, the more you will fertilize the energy of growth and transformation. Hi, Nayara. Hi, Berfin Findic. Hi. Hey, guys. So we're just reading the card that we got from the Seasons of the Witch Lamas Oracle, which is the oracle that is specifically designed to celebrate the summer season. So be grateful for what you have in a nutshell, okay? And this may not be the best time to grow and expand, find expansion in your life, but it is a wonderful time to just maintain what you have. If you can multiply it, if not, it's okay if things aren't growing at the moment. Just rest. Hi, Duigu. I also wanted to let you guys know the drink that I am really enjoying at the moment. It's lime, mint, and rose syrup water, tea, whatever you want to call it. You can drink it hot, you can drink it like I do it at the moment with ice. And it is delicious in perfection. Just be sure that you don't have any stomach pains because mint is a diuretic, so it will get you to go to toilet if you drink too much of it. TMI. Okay, and the final card that I'm going to pull, and then we're going to get into the small readings. But for the collective, I want to pull a card from the Self-Care, Divine Self-Care Oracle. This is so, oh my God. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys what I see in these cards. So we got, first of all, number 34, massage. And then we got movement. Yeah, I mean, I was reading a book, when the soul speaks through the body. It was a book about all of the discomfort, all of the medical discomfort that we can feel due to the fact that we have some pent up emotions. And indeed, like we can really shift the way we feel by moving our body. And I found this incredibly intense and important after my father died. I was having this deep pain in my bones. And the only way that I was able to begin processing it was moving my body, doing yoga every day, walking, and being in the park. So I'm laughing because the massage card is here, and Spirit has been giving me a lot of signs I should go and get a massage, but I keep putting it off because I don't find it so comfortable to have a stranger touching my body. Uh, I'm a little bit prude in that way. I don't know, I'm very particular about people touching me in this period. So I kind of dread the idea of a stranger touching my body, even though I know that it's good for me to get a massage. Um, but a friend at work, at my mom's work, recommended that I get a massage, especially for my neck and shoulders, after my father died, and I had a conversation with her about pain in the body. And I also went to a conference and I got a voucher for a massage parlor, and it was like 20% off if you come and visit us at our Thai massage lounge. So I was like, I'm laughing because it's like the universe keeps like, it's like, come on, Alexandra, when are you gonna go and get that massage, you know? And indeed, I've been having some pretty awful back pain. Um, but yeah, this is the key to processing whatever is stagnant, bothersome feelings we may all be having at this new moon in Cancer. This new moon is really helped by Jupiter, okay? It's loved and you know, the North Node in Pisces and Jupiter in Cancer are really helping this tiny moon come back to life. The problem is that the moon is squared by Saturn, and it's continuous conjunction to Neptune, and also squared by Pluto in Aquarius. So yeah, it's giving us all a bit of a headache from that point of view. The moon is also supported by a friendly, harmonious sextile to Uranus. And very soon, Uranus is going to switch signs from Taurus into Gemini. So that's going to be a really interesting shift, because you know a lot of the world leaders are Geminis, a lot of the ministers of specific departments are Geminis, and Uranus entering into the sign of Gemini is good in some way because it's about genius conversations, things moving forward from a technological point of view, things progressing really fast in terms of transport. And AI is going to grow at rapid rate, guys. The problem is madness. Madness. If you think things are crazy right now, wait until they become speed madness, because Uranus in Gemini is very fast and is distributing these crazy electrical bits of information into the collective. Pluto in Aquarius is grabbing them, and it's like boom, going to create these ripples of shock into the collective. And like, if you think that at the moment the relationship that people have with governments is a bit tense, from the 8th of July, it's going to become erratic. And I'm really curious to observe our main, like the main culprit in the situation, in this political saga, which is Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a sun in Gemini. He's going to be deeply affected by this Uranus and Gemini energy. And he also has Venus conjunct Saturn in Cancer. So this new moon conjunct Jupiter is really deeply affecting him and his money thirst. So I don't know. I mean, he's going to have a pretty lucky year in terms of money, in terms of kind of feeling less limited. But I don't know if being less limited is good for him, especially since Uranus is gonna make him act crazy. So yeah, we're gonna see. Volatility for the win. Yay! If you are an air sign, this is your cup of tea. Welcome home. If you're an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, you're like, yeah, okay, cool, I got this, no problem. If you're a fire sign, you're like, ha, yeah, finally, oh, things moving forward at speed. Holy mama, you know, that's what I've been waiting for. But if you are a water sign or an earth sign, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. We had a good run when Pluto was in Capricorn. Now it's time for these guys to feel good, okay? So just rely on your air and fire sign friends, okay? Because it's not going to be easy. Cancer, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, especially you guys, because I mean, Capricorn and Pisces, yeah, quite adaptable, I would say. Pisces adapts to anything. Capricorn is born with Saturn, so they know from a young age that nothing is easy. But yeah, everyone else, my heart goes out to you. Do some movement, do something to your body. If you feel pains, don't stay with it. Try to stretch. We can all just collectively stretch. Maybe. And do something a little bit more different, you know? Jigisha is a Sagittarius rising. Swaron is a Leo sun. Penny, hi Penny. Penny, you're a Gemini, if I remember correctly, right? Or you have some Gemini energy in your chart? Leos, you're not gonna have a bad year. You're actually gonna be supported by all of these energies. Minus North Node in Pisces, which is frustrating to you guys. But it can lead you to find love. Like if you look right now what is going on to in the life of Dua Lipa, you know. Hey Penny, thank you kindly. I think Penny has just shifted the energy, and we can now move on to personal readings. Oh, one final thing I need to say, just one small thing. I've been reading this book, guys, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm going to post about it on Instagram as well. It's by Marina Cantacuzino, and she's part of a famous, wealthy, cultured family in Romania called the Cantacuzinos. But unfortunately, her ancestors were persecuted by the communist regime, and they relocated outside of the country, and Marina lives in London, and she wrote this book. She has a Romanian name, but I think actually she's like binational, and she wrote a book called Forgiveness and Exploration. I have it here in the Romanian translation, but you can easily find it translated. And it's a book about people who had to go through the worst things that can happen to people. Kidnapped children, terrorist attacks, wars, zone situations, their relatives being destroyed in concentration camps, all sorts of horrifying things, yeah? A lot of the things that a lot of people in the world at the moment are going through. And it's about how they chose to forgive, and how this forgiveness was not something that was inspired by the perpetrator or something that they did to calm the perpetrator down. This was about their choice to live in peace, their choice to not foster hatred, and their choice to cut a tie with somebody that harmed them. And you can only do this by forgiving. You can only do this by appealing to kindness, by basically just allowing the negativity to flow through you instead of blocking it and holding on to it. Yeah. So yeah, highly recommend. I think it fits very well with the theme of this new moon in Cancer. But now let's begin the personal readings. I'm not going to keep you waiting too long, yeah? So I have here the Goddess of Love Tarot. I have all of my all of my decks to the other side of the bed so you don't see how messy they are. But I have here the Goddess of Love. Venus Aphrodite, we invoke you now. Please come through this reading and bless this deck and bless my collective. God bless, so may it be. As you guys know, I love to pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, but also in the name of the Mother and the Daughter and the Holy Body, because these things have to be somehow balanced. I'm so tired of the patriarchy constantly imposing the Holy Ghost and the Son down our throats and neglecting the Daughter and the Holy Body, because the body is holy. Full stop. That's a full sentence. Okay. Speaking of that, that's militant. That's the militant side of me, you know, the Aries side of me. So now let's see. First person, Chris Dendo. What about me and my person? What about you, Chris? Do you want to ask me a question? Wait, NG, which path am I on and it will finally lead me to love? Okay, let's see. So, NG, which path are you on? You are on a transformative path. We have here the Judgment card. You are basically completely being directed in a new life path, I would say. Just don't be too harsh with yourself right now. You could be putting a lot of pressure on yourself, Angie. It's fated. This life redirection is meant to be. All you have to do is go with the flow, and at the moment, try not to commit to too many things because they will be rearranged anyway. I feel like have faith, keep doing what you are doing, what you have control over, and you will reach the point where you will figure out what all of this means and what's the purpose. But at the moment, things are up in the air because you're being changed completely. If it will lead to love, I feel like first of all, you need to reflect on your relationship to stability. What do you find to feel safe and stable in your life? How can you create safety in your life? Jigisha, why do I keep injuring myself? Oh, Jigisha, oh goodness. Please take good care of yourself. I also have that as well. My head has a special relationship with my kitchen cupboard. I constantly hit it on the kitchen cupboard. So, Jigisha, let's see. Witch of Pentacles. This is really strange because the Witch of Pentacles represents, thank you, Mystical High Priestess. So, I think that you need better protection. I think that you need to treat your body with more protection. We have here Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Walk around with more caution. Be a bit slower. Take steps consciously. You could be rushing too much. You could be doing like, I want to do this and this and this and this. You could be doing two things at the same time. You have to slow down. Slow down. The Witch of Pentacles is all about taking her time, being sweet, slow, and sensual. That's who you need to be in order to stop injuring yourself, yeah? Okay, let's see. Duigu, am I still going to succeed in a favorable way? You guys are asking such mystical questions. Feel free to just ask me something directly. Am I going to succeed in a favorable way? Okay, let's see. Duigu, I feel like you're going to have to overcome an argument first. It could be that you're trying to be right about something. Yeah, I feel like you are caught up in a relationship in which you feel the need to be right, or you feel the need to explain yourself to another person and to let them know that you know more than they do, or that in some way you have the knowledge to achieve that. I'm here to let you know that you shouldn't put success at all costs. Please take care of your relationships as well. And you don't need to know all the answers. You don't need to impose your point of view on other people in order to succeed. You can just have conversations with them. There is a softer way for you to get where you want to go. Yeah, you don't have to succeed at all costs. Okay, Chris, thank you for the rephrase question. Will we be together this summer? Yes, now, now we're speaking. Now it's more direct. So, will Chris be together with their person this summer? Let's see. The void. Oh, okay. There's a new beginning. I wouldn't say necessarily that you will be together with this person. I feel like you're getting a new connection this summer. So stay open. Okay, stay open. There's fresh start, fresh energy in your love life. It's fated. Yeah. And no, he was stretching. Yeah. Somebody else is coming in. Yeah. Somebody else is coming in, Chris. Okay, so don't put all your eggs in one basket. So, Kylie, will my court case go in my favor? Oh dear Kylie, I'm so sorry that you have to go to court. Let's see. I'm going to keep pulling the cards like this because it seems to be working better. Oh. So, wait, Kylie. Okay, I cannot show you this image. I have to censor it a little bit. Yeah, but basically it's the Queen of Swords. And I see that, yes, there are some hurdles for you to overcome, but people are going to see you in a positive light. Just make sure you have all your facts right. Document yourself, organize the information that you have, make sure you have receipts, make sure that you have saved text messages, that you have recordings, that everything is dated, and just organize yourself in an almost mathematical kind of way and present your facts in court, and you will be seen in a wonderful light. Okay, people are going to see you as honest, intelligent, and calm, even if a little bit emotionally detached. Yeah, but that's okay. You stand a good chance of being emotionally detached. There's nothing wrong with that. NTM station, yes, it's a surprise live. Okay, it's a surprise live. I am thinking of creating new moon lives as well. Swaran, will we reconcile, me and my person? Okay, that's interesting. So we have the Empress here. Will you reconcile with your person? I feel like your person will come back to you, and if you want to, you can take them back. But in the meantime, you're going to understand your worth, and maybe you're going to look at this person and be like, why did I choose you in the first place? Really? What do you have to bring to the table? You're gonna go through a period like in this break from this person. You're gonna go through a period in which you're going to actually understand, hey, hang on a minute, I kind of deserve to be with a better person. Because the Empress knows her worth and she wants better, she wants more. And I saw a beautiful ladybug on my window. God bless. Ladybugs are excellent. Allow ladybugs into your houses, guys, because they bring prosperity. Don't ever kick a ladybug out of your house, okay? They're very gentle creatures. They do not bite you and they do not infest your plants or anything. So you can rest assured. The dream catcher. What is the universe teaching me? Let's see. What is the universe teaching the dream catcher? Wow, this is a very graphic image. We have here Kalima, the death card. It's teaching you to let go of vengeance. It's teaching you that transformation at all cost is not worth implementing. It's also teaching you that you shouldn't be afraid to make some small changes in your life because you will get better outcomes. Sarah, I leave ladybugs in my plants when I see one. Yeah, well done. What about spiders? I'm conflicted on spiders. Spiders are interesting because of the size. Okay, if they're too big, if they're like bigger than this, I get freaky. You know, I feel like they should be exterminated. But if they're smaller, then I just let them be. Spiders are feminine energy. They represent the ancient archetype of the spider woman, which was a Native American archetypal goddess about how we are all connected, how we are part of a web of souls. So it's interesting. I mean, yeah, it's generally good not to kill them. Okay, so transformation is good, but you shouldn't push for it and it shouldn't come at all costs. Could I ask for some advice regarding the financial obstacles I've been experiencing? CR. Of course you can. That's why we're here. It was the same card that the previous one got. This one. Financial advice. We have here the Sovereign. What is wrong with this deck and boobies? There are so many boobies. Not that there's anything wrong with boobies. They're a joy. But not on YouTube. God forbid we should upset YouTube daddy. So the Sovereign here. In terms of your financial query, CR, you would do better to earn your own money. You would do better to start your own business. Working for the man or for another person is never going to give you the satisfaction that you want. So it would be better, even though it's more difficult, but it would be better for you to begin your own business, start up your own franchise, offer services, sell goods, come up with a creative idea, you know, feel a goal in the market. Although, yeah, the market has been already oversaturated, but you can always find something new, something that nobody has ever thought of before. Or just you can also give services or goods that other people are also providing, but you use your personality, right? And that's unique. Okay, YouTube daddy. Nayara de Oliveira, what's blocking me in love? Let's see. What's blocking you in love is that for a very long time you were a little bit mopey or depressed or sad. Nayara, I see here the Eight of Cups blocked. You're trying to overcome sadness. You're trying to feel more excited and enthusiastic about love. Keep continuing with this mindset because this is the mindset that will attract love towards you. I don't know if you had to leave a very difficult relationship or if you went through the loss of a loved one, but that was really affecting your energy. And now I see that you're already trying to overcome this sadness, which is excellent. It's a sign of healing. So keep to it. Keep being perseverant in choosing optimistic thoughts about love. I am going to be loved. I will be with my person. I will manifest them. Love is possible. Yeah, just fill yourself with these beautiful thoughts. Okay. How can I improve my bond with my dog? Oh, sometimes I feel like I'm not a good owner or give him the best. I feel like this every day, honestly, and that's a very worthy question. I have been working at my relationship with Noah because he's the youngest in the family, and yeah, he didn't even know how to nuzzle when I got him off the streets, you know. He wouldn't even come and like you know how cats imprint upon you and they go like this with their head on your feet when they try to kind of get you to give them treats or to show you that they love you. He wouldn't do that, and he didn't do this for like 6 or 7 months. It could be that patience is required in certain cases, but let's see what the cards have to say. Wow, this graphic image of a male body part is really interesting. Okay, the tower blocked. Pent up aggression. I feel like you should allow your pet to bark more. It's a dog, right? I feel like you mentioned a dog. I'm not confusing things. Yeah, NTM station, your dog. Yeah. Let your dog bark. Let your dog chew stuff. Your dog has a lot of pent up aggression. It could be that you're trying to domesticate him too much, like you're trying to control him too much, and that's why your relationship could suffer. Your dog really needs to let things out, you know? So maybe arrange a really vigorous play session outside in the garden, or get him to play with another dog, or chase him around the courtyard or in front of the house, you know? Uh, Something more vigorous, you know. Allow him to bark, don't tell him to shut up or because he'll disturb the neighbors. Just the neighbors can take it at least once, you know. I can tell you, I take it every day from my neighbors. Oh. Yeah, talk about my neurosis, you know. Penny, will I get to buy or build my new home this year? That is a really interesting, beautiful question. Let's see, will Penny get to buy or build her new home? Now, this is interesting because we got the star blocked, which is almost kind of like shadowing the future for you at the moment. It's almost like this card is letting me know Penny doesn't need to know, but because I'm nosy, the Seven of Wands. It could be that for a while you may need to navigate some uncertainty, but with the Seven of Wands here, it seems like you will build your new home. You may try to buy property, but come across a lot of obstacles. Those obstacles are protecting you from making a mistake, Penny. You will eventually, yeah, I got the Tower right now. I just played with it. You will eventually, with the Seven of Wands, build your home. And because I picked up the Tower as well, you have to be like, you need to enter control mode when you build the home. Like, make sure you organize everything to the final degree. Make sure that, you know, you get the right workers, that you have the plans in order. I feel like you're gonna really enjoy that project. Treasures of Tarot. What should I do to move on from a situationship? Is there a future with them, or am I delusional? Sometimes a little bit of delusion is good for the heart. You know, it's not really, you shouldn't freak out every time you are delusional. It's adaptive. So we have here the Crone of Pentacles. Again, I need to cover her massive breasts. But she's a fertility goddess. So the Queen of Coins, blocked. You're choosing partners beneath your worth because you don't feel like you deserve more. You may consciously think, or you may tell yourself, yeah, I'm a boss bitch, you know, I'm the bee's knees, but you don't really feel these things. And that's why Treasures of Tarot, I think it was the name, that's why, because you're not feeling that, you're just thinking that, it's not aligned. So you're manifesting these people that are somehow, I wouldn't label them beneath you, because, you know, we're all different people at different stages of our development, but they're not good for you. They're not helping you grow. They're not compatible with you astrologically, so you're feeling frustrated all the time. But try not to let the nipples come out. Oh man, I hope they will let this live stay up. Yeah, so remember that you are the fertility goddess. Remember that you are this force of nature, the crone of coins. Yeah, you've got the magic. So don't settle. Don't settle for less. You know, it's better to be alone in your dream world, in your beautiful energy, than to share it with people that are just using it or not appreciating it. Yeah, that's a tough lesson to live and to learn. Eva, do I keep pursuing the person I'm currently focused on? The Temperance. It's a big no. Stop. Stop. Enough. 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 You've done too much. You exaggerated. And now the divine is like, no, 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 no. Eva, go to bed. What are you doing? Stop pursuing. Your feet are hurting. Put your feet up, my love. Allow people to come to you. Why are you chasing? Don't. Just stop. Put your feet up. Rest. Allow who needs to come to you. They know where to find you. You just need to have a bit more attitude, because I'm feeling like this fresh wave of attitude, you know, when I'm reading for you. So Eva, stop. Okay, let's see, who else? Who have I ignored? Mystical High Priestess, will I meet the romantic masculine one for me soon? You and me both. Well, I've already met him, but he's very passive, very sensitive. So you got the Witch of Pentacles as well, and she's upright, and she's giving me good news. I feel that by Virgo season, you will certainly have a romantic opportunity with somebody. Whether this will be your end all be all soulmate of all times, I can't really tell you. Crone of Swords. Most likely this will be a person, because you asked about the masculine, but we have here a feminine. This will most likely be a man that has a very strong feminine energy about him. And you could be attracting this person because maybe your masculine energy is very developed. We usually attract our, the energy that can balance us out. Like if you're a very masculine woman, you attract a sensitive man to balance the energies out. The yin and the yang constantly complementing each other. So I feel like this is what's happening. With the Witch of Pentacles, you're in this boss lady energy and you're attracting this very chatty, talkative individual in an earth sign season. So either Virgo, during Virgo time, during when the sun is in Capricorn, or when the sun is in Taurus. Yeah? That would be end of August, beginning of September, the latest. Brisa, should I send a letter? Yes, I love these direct questions. Should I just send the letter? No. Brisa, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You could be caught up in a three-party situation and you have no idea of it. Sending the letter will only fuel fire to this whole situation. A clear no. Three of Swords. This is the card of heartbreak, unhappiness. Stop, stop whatever you're doing. Just take the letter and throw it in the bin, okay? Don't. Hey Ashley, Ashley's on a break from her training. Hey Sanj, hey, happy new moon to you too. Why, okay, Jay, hey Lexi, why do I keep dreaming about this person? Is it a sign or just me being weirdly obsessed? Guys, dreaming about stuff, dreaming is not something you can control, so it's not you being obsessed. There is something there in your unconscious mind that needs to be integrated, that needs to be acknowledged. Something you're running away from in your waking hours is being consumed and it's being showed up. It's being shown to you while you are unconscious. But yeah, it's not a case of you being weird or loca or obsessed, you know, if you are resting. Four of Pentacles, I see that indeed there is a need to let this go. You could hold on to some repressed jealousy because the Four of Pentacles upright is the card of possessiveness. It's like you're mine. And reverse, this is about releasing that mentality. You cannot own anybody. They are not yours. They belong to themselves. You belong to you. And it's wonderful when occasionally your bodies get to do that. You know? That's basically life in a nutshell. Okay, I'll just see myself out, guys. I'm sorry. What is it with this advice? I think it's because it's becoming increasingly warm in my room because I haven't turned on the air conditioning. Jazz P, hey. Who else? Who else have I missed? Let's see. The romantic masculine. Is Pierre married? I don't know who Pierre is. I'm sorry. I think I kind of covered everyone. Did I cover everyone? I think this will be the first time. Yana. Hello, Lexi. When will my struggles end? This year is so complicated. Oh, Yana. Do you have any planets in Aries or Pisces? We are at the moment, and we've been since the middle of April in Saturn conjunct Neptune vibe. Saturn conjunct Neptune comes with a mother load of problems, primarily of which is, if I remember correctly from the book Astrological Aspects, the loss of fathers, delusions, disenchantment, a feeling that the world is ending. And we will continue to be in this energy until 15th of February, more or less, with a couple of breaks in between. So anyway, coming back to you, Yana. Let's see, Five of Swords. Well, I feel like your conflicts, verbal conflicts at least, these are ending. You know, Five of Swords reversed. You're trying to make peace with people. You're trying not to pick up a fight. You're trying to let go of convincing people that you may be right. It's kind of like we agree to disagree, you know, just let me be in my own peace, in my own bubble. The Ten of Cups. Okay, your struggles are soon to end. Yeah. I feel like in the next 5 weeks, you may still to make peace with everybody, and then you will finally be feeling a little bit happier, a little bit more tranquil at least. You will go from a period of arguing and having all sorts of issues, mental stress, to a period of being calm, and eventually you're going to be going through this period of blossoming, of I am happy, I am relaxed, I am tranquil now. I can fully allow myself to enjoy life. Yeah? And I feel that on this happy note, it's been 1 hour of this live. I thank you all for being here, for being such amazing crew members. I'm always surprised that we get so many people in these live chats, even when I'm doing them spontaneously. I think even more when I'm doing them spontaneously. Please remember the advice to take care of your body, to move. If you have pain in your body, the best way to get it out is to move or to get a massage if you're brave enough to allow somebody else to touch you in this period. Please make yourself something nice and refreshing to drink. And stay kind and open-hearted in a difficult world, okay? I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to do the same thing. I'm at the same level as you guys. I'm trying to make the best with what I have. So thank you once again for being here. It's been a pleasure. Remember to write your intentions, whatever you want to succeed at tonight and tomorrow is the best time of the month to actually write down what you want to see happen in your life. I will meet my soulmate tomorrow at the supermarket. He's going to smile at me and come and chase me, you know? Be as specific as possible. And yeah, watch as the energy of this growing new moon in Cancer is going to help you achieve your goals with more ease. We will see the benefits of whatever we plant at this new moon 6 months from now at the corresponding full moon in Cancer in Capricorn season. Yeah, I can't even think so far, like with everything that's happening in the world. Let's just take it day by day, yeah? I love you guys so much. Bye.